Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. A very serious royal altercation ensues between the Great Lion, Ebony, and other Oloris in the palace as Ebony, blocked the entrance of the royal chamber, insisting that should the Great Lion not talk to her, the Great Lion will not talk to any other Olori in the palace. Now, this is becoming, very, very interesting because you see, Ebony right now is looking as if, it's a do or die affair with the Great Lion. Like, if it is not me, it cannot be any other person. Like, I have to be part of it. I cannot be thrown out no matter what happens, no matter how I behave, no matter what. I was meant to be a part of this chamber. I was meant to be a part of the royal family. You cannot throw me out. Like Ebony has always said, Ebony said she is the real wife of the Great Lion. Yes, that they did not meet physically, they met spiritually. And when they met, they told her that she will encounter a lot of, struggle, that she should continue to fight, that she is going to win. And she will win because she is the main deal, because she is the great, as in the real wife of the Great Lion. Yes, that is what they said Ebony is saying. So when you see this her unending fight and doing everything to stay in that situation, even when the king is saying, look, the way things are going now, you should leave and all of that. This is all happening because of her belief that she was designed to be a part of that palace. Nobody can put her out, and nobody has the audacity, nobody has the right to try and put her out of the palace. Now, what happened was, with all these confessions that have been going on in and out, and if you know what has been happening, the entire palace has been that of celebration. They've been having festivals upon festival. Yet again, please, if you're hearing all of these sounds, cars and all of that, I'm actually outside. I'm waiting to pick our boy, okay, from school. So, with everything that has been going on, remember that there was an issue of Ituase on ground. Then the Ituase did not happen because she said she was pregnant. She lost the pregnancy, and later, families upon families, people came and said, okay, since he came back from seclusion, he should not be bent on putting wives out. Let the root on peace, and that was what they did. And you see the reason why everybody started working towards bringing the jewel out back to the palace, which is exactly what is still on today. Even with Ebony herself, she said that her number one priority right now is to get the jewel back into the palace to see if the Great Lion will be happy. But one thing that happened is that with everything that has been going in public, you see the Great Lion and Ebony, like he treats the Ebony the way he treats every other Olori right there in the palace. But in private, they said it's not so. That most times Ebony would try to have a conversation with him. He will not want to see Ebony. He will not want to talk to Ebony and all of that. So Ebony has been trying to kind of have a conversation with him, kind of talk to him, explain things to him, especially as it has to do with Ihotu, that shrine, keeper's daughter. Ebony has been trying to state her own part of the story, okay, to say that, look, she has got absolutely nothing to do with it. But because, even if somebody wants to be on your side, the fact that it's coming from too many different, everyone is calling you and all of that. According to Ebony, Ebony is saying that Ihotu thing has got to do with Ikpe, that Ikpe is trying to set her up because Ikpe is angry that she, who is fighting for a place to stay in the first place, has not joined her mouth to beg for the jewel to return. Meanwhile, she said she may not have begged physically for the jewel to return, but she has done prayers. She has shown her solidarity and everything. So, according to her, she said this thing with Ihotu, that it is Ikpi that is trying to set her up, that she's got absolutely nothing to do with it. But of course, the Great Lion is not listening to her, and she is not happy about the fact that the Great Lion, it doesn't even want to listen to her. So now, after the Orim Farm festival, is it Orim Farm festival? There we they call it bread for the king. Okay, in the Yoruba context, it means bread for the king. They are supposed to take that bread for the king to the Great Lion. Ebony, who was like the major, person in that festival, had gone to go and give the bread for the king to the Great Lion. They said the Great Lion literally like drove her out. Like he didn't want to see her, and he refused to collect the bread from her. They had to go and give the same bread to another person to come and present to her, which she agreed. So that afternoon when she left, she was crying the entire time. And they said when she went, she now sent a message to the Great Lion that she would want to talk to the Great Lion. And the Great Lion did not respond. Then she now told the Great Lion that she was coming by 6, because they knew that the Great Lion wasn't going anywhere, that she was coming by 6 so she can have a word with the Great Lion. Then around 6, she went back. There were visitors in the house who had come to see, and she left. And they said when she left, she had told the guard, the royal guard, that she was coming back. Once the visitors leave, that she was coming back. Now, by the time the visitors left, as we are hearing, it was Oletik that had gone to go and meet with Kabiesi, and Oletik was there talking to Kabiesi. And when she came, Oletik was still inside talking to Kabiesi. Then when Oletik left, she wanted to go in. The security, they stopped her. They were waiting for Sapphire to come in. When Sapphire came, and Sapphire wanted to go in, and she said Sapphire was not going. That Sapphire was not going to see the Great Lion. Yes. She said Sapphire wasn't going to see the Great Lion. That if she does not see the Great Lion, if she does not talk to the Great Lion, if she does not finish talking to the Great Lion, no other Olori was entering that place to see the Great Lion. And she was standing there, and she was crying, and she was making a lot of fuss. That this is getting out of her. That she has been so humiliated. She has been treated so badly, and she is exhausted. That she cannot continue to keep quiet. That if the Great Lion is not going to see her, the Great Lion was not going to see anybody. They said she stood there. When she stood there, they said that was when Bloblo now came. Bloblo came to also see the Great Lion. She did not allow. She did not. So the security, they came to try and kind of touch her, as in kind of pull her out of the way so other people can see the Great Lion. She did not allow. So the thing was causing so much problems. It was Bloblo who came and started raising her own voice because she was very upset. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this embarrassment and all of that? That was when Ebony started raising her voice, and it was a total breakdown of order. It was a serious chaos. People were made to come. The guards, they came, people who were not even supposed to know what had happened, they all came. It was a terrible situation at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, they said what happened was Kabiesi asked Bloblo to go to leave her, and Kabiesi retired back to bed. The Kabiesi did not see anyone again. Kabiesi did not even see anybody again. Even the dinner, the man did not eat. The man just retired back to bed. That was when Bloblo got very mad, and Bloblo and Ebony, they started, it was a whole chaos. Like, it was a total breakdown of everything. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged rumors, unverified information making the rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact.